Anyways, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're working on a Lexus over here, and we're gonna do an alternator job here. So for the past couple days, my car's been acting up. I don't know if that battery light came on, so hopefully I'm gonna see if I'm gonna get the alternator tested, and if not that, see if it's the problem, and if it is, then we'll see, we're gonna replace it. Also, we're gonna do the big 3 upgrade while we're at it here. So without further ado, I'm gonna flip the camera out, so what we got going on here. So basically, I kind of got myself a little head start here. Just got ramps and everything like that for underneath, because apparently, like, I had to drop the skid plate underneath, because like the alternator is like located down the bottom of the car right here. So it's kind of got a little started here. So basically, right now what I'm doing, I literally just pull all my fuses first, since I have an airlift system, and then the second thing I'm gonna do is just disconnect the negative battery and everything like that. Make sure it's not getting touched on anything or grounded, things like that. Wait a few seconds, and then you're good to work on the alternator here. So I'm gonna show you what we got going on here. So then what you want to do before you actually drop the alternator is relieve the tension on the belt. It's this one right there. It's like reverse threaded. So pull it. So basically, you hit my hair right there. Pull it right there, and it'll relieve the tension off the belt. So. So I think if you're just like replacing it on a daily driver, you think you can probably just get away with like taking like the alternator belt off. But like, since I'm doing like a high output alternator, since I need a shorter belt, it doesn't really matter to me, because I'm gonna get a shorter belt, and I'm gonna measure that later in the video here. So then what we'll do, I'll meet you guys underneath there and see what we got going on. All right, so I'm underneath the car here. See, it's the alternator right here. So basically, it's like 3 bolts right there, and plus we got like this ground I gotta disconnect, and also this positive post I gotta reconnect as well. Sorry if it's a weird camera angle. I thought that I'm like literally upside underneath the vehicle right now, so just bear with me on this one. So like I said, it's like 3 bolts I gotta like undo for the alternator. But first I'm gonna undo the ground, and then this as well, and then also there's a plug right behind it, and then the alternator just slide right out like that. So you get to that, then I'll let you guys know. All right, so I got like, it was like 2 nuts and 1 long bolt. That's like right over there. We'll go take a look at it later. And about that, so basically the alternator's like, it's ready to like slide out and everything like that. So it's ready to slide from underneath there, and then there's like 1 more bolt I gotta like undo and everything like that, and then I gotta disconnect the connector, and then we'll be able to drop it underneath. Finally got the alternator out right there. See right there. Too bad like none of the auto parts stores near me, and like not Advanced AutoZone, would bench test it, because like none of their machines will work and everything like that. So just have to deal with it as is. But there goes the high output one right there. All right, there we go. So I'm gonna compare both of these parts. As you can see right there, the pulley on this one is smaller than the original one, but the mounting points on the alternator and the connector to the bracket and the connectors to the alternator is exactly the same, since it's like custom ordered to this car specifically. So I think what we're gonna do now is I'm just gonna put the alternator in there underneath the engine, and then we're gonna like measure the belt of it though. And also I'm gonna sneak in one of the big 3 kits while on the way. So okay, and as for the big 3 upgrade, they will give you this little diagram. So basically it came with like 2 white cables and 1 long blue cable. So like the blue cable goes to like the positive, to the battery, to like the positive portion of the alternator, and then the ground portion of the alternator can go onto the ground location right there, and then the ground cable for the battery can go onto another ground one. So that's how that works. So right now I already got it hooked up to like the positive one right there, and basically like I'm just like trying to avoid anything that's like heat, anything like that. Instead, like keep anything that's like 12 inches away from me, to like reduce the risk of fire, which I'm already gonna start carrying a fire extinguisher around here just in case of fire. So this will work. So when we get all the measurements, then I'll come back with you guys. so fast forward a few hours later, because I was like struggling, because this is my first time doing this and everything like that. So basically struggling trying to find ground. So I'll show y'all what I ended up using whenever I get back, because I need to go get an inline fuse for this car. So without further ado, I'll be back. So fast forward 2 days later. See, I just recently got up and everything like that. So I had to put a pause onto the build, because like it was like this one part I had to order. It'll be here on Monday. Well, you'll probably watch this on another day, but I'm recording this on Monday the 29th, and so it'll be here. I ordered it through Amazon and everything like that. So once that gets here, this is what I'm gonna show you what I'll probably gonna end up doing. It's for like safety reasons and everything like that. So basically, I'm gonna like splice a few. We're gonna take this. We're gonna cut it in half and everything like that, and then we're gonna splice a fuse in between here. So we're running a 250 amp fuse and everything like that. I'm probably gonna end up upgrading to like a 300 amp one, because like my alternator is 240 amps, and the fuse I got is like 250 amps. So this is like a little, like 10 amps over my high output alternator. So I think I probably should get by with it for a little bit, and then because I know eventually I'll probably end up upgrading. I'll probably go for 300 amps, so basically I'll have enough and everything like that. So if a 250 amp still works in the long run, then I'll keep using it. So just to give you a little update on it. So basically now what I'm doing while everything's out the car is right now I'm degreasing this skid plate right there, because they ain't been out since the car was brand new. Technically it was like 18 years and everything like that. It's like trying to get all this like dirt and grime off of there. So basically because I know you're not getting to like see this portion of it whenever you're driving, but you're gonna see the underside of it while I'm driving. So well, I guess once I get that done, then I'm gonna see if like the front two bags are fully deflated in the front, and if they are, then I'm probably gonna I'm gonna go up there and try to like fix the leak while it's up and everything like that. Try to get that taken care of and everything like that. So while I wait for this part to come in and everything like that. So once we get that done, then hopefully just chill out for a little bit until the part gets in here. Then I'll check back in with you guys later whenever it does arrive. So. Alright, so I got the part in and everything like that. So it's the inline fuse that's gonna run to like the positive, the blue wire here. So basically now what I'm doing is that right now I'm like sanding some of this down to bare metals, because I'm gonna use that as a ground and everything like that. And those worked out for like the engine ground. I think I found the engine block from ground to the alternator. I might have found that I could use off of if it doesn't work and everything like that. So right now, I'm just trying to get a little bit of that paint off over there, and then after that, we'll go ahead and splice that in, and let's see if it works. So after further considerations, I decided I'm probably gonna I'm just gonna let it rest like right there, and I'll probably just like try to zip tie it. So basically, it'll stay in place, just like how I have this right here, which that I had a shop do that and everything. That's basically I'm just going by that right there as a guide to doing this. So basically I found where we're gonna make our cut at we're gonna like splice it in half, and then once we get that done, I'm just gonna put one in through that and then one in through there. But before we do that, we're gonna put this in first before we're gonna put this in first and in front of that, and then we're gonna put the one end of it too in there. So I'll check it back in with you guys once I've done all that. All right, so got it cut in half and everything like that. So basically now, next step, we're gonna score both the ends right there. And we're just gonna do we're just gonna put one end on this, and then put the whole fuse together and everything like that. And then this will be the last thing we connect to right there, and then we seal it off and everything like that. So I'll check back with you guys in a second. So I got the fuse on and everything like that. It's more exciting now. So here's what I ended up doing, because I think I might change it and everything like that. Because right now because originally I was gonna do it, let it rest right there, but then I'll probably end up tucking it through there. Let's see how that goes. And then the next step is we're gonna go ahead and put the positive, connect the battery and everything like that. Sorry, this is a bunch of news. We already got the belt tension put on there, and So I'm gonna reconnect the battery, test the voltage and everything like that. If it works, and everything like that. Then, so right now I'm not gonna hook up any fuses, anything like that. Because right now I have like 2 of my electronics disconnected and everything like that. And so I just wanted to be able to like get it to where I can actually start the car and everything like that, and test the voltage, see if it's working and everything like that, and then see how it goes. Okay, so fast forward a week later and everything like that. I just had to like skip through, so you don't have to like see me struggle trying to put the alternator on and like doing all this stuff right here. So I'll just show you. Yeah, what I ended up doing. So first we'll pop the hood here real quick, and so what I ended up doing was I just ended up using like sanded one of the struts down to like bare metal. I just used that as a ground on like one of them, not like the whole thing and about that. And then this is how I have my ground wire from like the negative battery terminal to like the chassis ground ran to. And just like I said, well, I already mentioned it earlier, I ran from like my positive side of the alternator to the positive side of the battery, and then the ground portion of the alternator to like the chassis ground and everything like that. And so belt tension looks pretty good and everything like that. And I'm probably gonna get a spare belt just in case anything happens and everything like that. So give you a start up here. All right, got the shut off here. See, we're at the boneyard and everything like that here today. So I'll give you a first start of like what it is. See no more battery light. If you look at my voltage reading, it reads at 13.7, which is pretty steady right now. Right, it'll go up once if I turn the heated and the cooled seats off. Because I'm currently having one ran right now because it's fucking hot as shit outside and everything like that. So now because we're in May and everything like that, and so yeah. So the main reason why I wanted to wait a week to actually like, why I didn't like do an update right away, because I wanted to like do like a weekly test and everything like that to make sure everything goes well and everything like that. So basically, if it like, because like I didn't want to like do it and then all of a sudden shit goes wrong and then I have to like do like a follow-up video and everything like that. It was just like crazy like that. So for now, to do like a 1 week test and everything like that, and runs pretty good so far with the high output alternator in there. So I'll give y'all a little rev real quick. Okay. There you go. Yep. So I think that's gonna do it with this install here. I'll put the links in the description down below if you want to check out high output alternators. Let's see if you want one. I'll put the link for the Big 3 upgrade down below, and also the fuse that I used and everything like that. I'm not Amazon affiliated and everything like that. It means I don't make no money off of it. So that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, hit subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss another upload of mine. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.